So for our problem number 1, we have evaluate the limits of x squared minus 4 over x minus 2 as x approaches 2. So as you notice, if you apply directly here you have 2 squared minus 4 over 2 minus 2. You have now 0 over 0. So this is now an indeterminate. So with that, you have to modify your solution. Okay? I will now use the black pen. By factoring x squared minus 4, you have now x minus 2 and x plus 2. Then, you can now cancel out. What happened? We have now then apply. So you have now so the answer now is 4. So our problem number 2 is problem number 2, evaluate the limits of the function of x minus the function of 2 over x minus 2 as x approaches 2 if the function of x is equals to x squared minus 3x. To solve it, just substitute this here. So we have x squared minus 3x. Then, substitute 2 to x here. So we have 4 minus 3 times 2. Para maintindihan. Okay. We have 2 squared minus 3 times 2 all over x minus 2 as x approaches 2. As you notice, if you substitute x equals to 2 as x approaches 2, you have a denominator of 0. So what happened? It becomes indeterminate again. Okay? So you have to manipulate it. So this is negative 2. 4 minus 6 equals negative 2. So we have now x squared minus 3x plus 2. So you have now a quadratic equation. Okay? With that, we can now factor out. Then you can cancel. So we have now the limits of x minus 1 as x approaches 2. So finally, we have now 2 minus 1, which is 1. For the limits of the infinity, our ninth theorem is the limit of 1 over x as x approaches infinity equals 0. And for the theorem number 10, for the limits, we have now the limits of 1 over x to the n as x approaches 0, again, is also equal to 0. That is our theorem for limits. So we have evaluate the limits of 1 over x cubed as x approaches infinity. So to solve it, as you notice, we will apply the theorem. Applying now the theorem, we have now the answer. Evaluate the limits of 4 over x squared as x approaches infinity. So to solve it, we can bring to the other side the whole number. So we have now for the limits of 1 over x times 1 over x as x approaches 0. Applying theorem number 10, we have now 0. So 4 times 0 equals 0. So we have to evaluate the limits of 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 6 all over 2x cubed plus 5x plus 3 as x approaches infinity. So to solve it, we will divide both sides by x over 3. So you divide the numerator and denominator by 1 over x cubed. What we have now is applying the principle we have now. So for the limits of 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 6 all over 2x cubed plus 5x plus 3 as x approaches infinity, we arrive to an answer of 2. Just apply the theorem number 9 and number 10.